All right, we're live. Hey, how's it going? It's Mike Piet and also Bryan Flemming on the call. And what we're going to go over today is first, I'm going to share the YouTube ad that I'm creating to promote this new book, Tube Ad Profit Playbooks, about how to use YouTube advertising. And the ad will go over all the details and stuff. So I wrote it out, and usually I get some feedback before, kind of just like internally, and then I make the video, and then I ask other people if it doesn't perform as well. I ask the other people, like, what do you think of it? And usually I'll get a lot of feedback. So I've been applying that throughout the years, but this time I'm kind of refining the process, and I'm teaching the book too, is like get the feedback before you record it. So have like your script ideas. First, get your ideas and kind of get feedback on it, and then like your script, get feedback on it, because the more feedback you can get beforehand, then that saves you from actually putting all the work in recording it, presenting it well, and then edit, and then having to change it and then, redo it. So Bryan, hopefully you can give me some good feedback, or, I mean, no pressure. If it's perfect, say it too, just have some notes ready. And yeah, if anything that comes up, just jot down or anything and let me know. Yeah.
Mike, one of the most, it's silly, but one of the most impressive things, and really one of the most excited things I'm about is with that book, that it's a printed book. I can't tell you how pumped I am. As soon as you put that thing online, and maybe it is, I'm going to buy it just to get the physical book. I want you to sign it too.
Okay.
That's so cool, man. I don't know. It does seem like a physical book just has a lot more perceived value than an ebook, right?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
My Twitter ebook and just make it a physical one and just throw it on the coffee table.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Published author, man.
So once I get your feedback, then I'm going to record it, and then I can finally start promoting it, which is great.
Yeah, one thing about that last week, you mentioned I did not ask for your feedback on my video from 2 weeks ago, and I feel like a complete idiot for not even mentioning that. And lo and behold, the ads don't perform, and now I'm wondering why. Well, it's probably in the video, and you probably could have given me 3 or 4 tips that would have changed that. But we could do that later. We're going to focus on your video script today. Before we do that, I'll catch everyone up on PC Tattletale and the state of things. Last week we had the best week by far, by a long shot, ever. Most web traffic. Hit a new high watermark of 495 visitors in one day. So that blog is getting it done. I am going to be buying more links from you, my friend, because that is definitely stuff that works.
Nice. Yeah, that's how I used YouTube ads a lot to grow my SEO client business. And using SEO and authority links to rank that. So and having more than one traffic source is key. I mean, it's more legs, more stability for the business, more growth too.
Yeah, with PC Tattletale, it's in a great spot, but I've been talking for a while now that we both know that SEO can go away in like a millisecond. And if it does, what are you going to do? You need a second and third traffic source, or you're dead in the water. I've seen it happen more than once.
True. And, you do know this, but not even SEO, any traffic source can literally go away.
Totally. I got an email from Google. You can't run ads anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I got one from Facebook. And man, when they shut you down, it's hard to open another account.
True.
So any traffic source can go away. The only one that probably can't is word of mouth.
Yeah.
Right. That's like the golden one. Let's get to your ad in a second. PC Tattletale had a great week. This last week, I really couldn't do much with the business. I had an out-of-town trip with my day job, and to give you guys some context, I've worked in corporate America my whole life, a lot of different companies. These corporate trips usually go something like this: you get on the airplane at 8 in the morning. You fly to wherever you're going, you land, maybe you check into the hotel. They have meetings lined up all day. You get back to the hotel, usually have about a half hour. Then they want to go out to a nice dinner. You end up doing that. They usually got drinks and everything else. You get back to the hotel like 9 or 10 o'clock at night, and you're just done. And at 7 a.m., you're down there for breakfast. You do it all again. So I've done it before where I've found little bits of time to work on my business. But since PC Tattletale is so strong right now, I said, you know what? all I'm going to do is just kind of keep the lights on and answer some support emails. And it really required no work at all. But if I had a client business, it would have just been a mess. It'd have been really, really, really stressful to try to juggle both those balls. So yeah, client travel and internet businesses make it kind of tricky. Another thing, and then we'll get to your stuff. I ended the relationship with the last Facebook ads client I had. It's a little sad, you know. They were kind of sad to see me go, but at the end of the day, and it's absolutely true, they are a great client. I just need to focus all my time on PC Tattletale, because every minute I spend on their stuff, I'm not thinking about PC Tattletale. And I really noticed it on this business trip this week, how much time in the back of my mind I was just thinking about Facebook ads and thinking about their stuff. And since I've ended the arrangement, I'm not thinking about it no more. And I don't know if this has ever happened to you, Mike, when you've lost a client. It just frees up so much space in your head. It's hard to describe. You know, you can work on a client's stuff an hour or two a week, but in the back of your mind, you're always thinking about them.
Just you saying like clients, like I just goes from one client, all this stuff, and then it goes to the next client and just all this stuff.
Yeah, I can totally see what you said. If you have 5 or 10 of these guys, it'd just be like, oh man, really stressful. But the interesting thing is their CIO called me yesterday wanting to find out what the heck happened, why I'm leaving. And that ended up being great news for you, Mike, because I also did some very little YouTube ads. And when I mentioned that, he was asking what more they should do on YouTube ads. And I'm like, hey, I know this great guy who does YouTube ads. And so I think I'm going to be able to make an introduction and get you a great client. I would definitely recommend working with these guys. They're well-funded, and when you can get them good results, they're just going to turn up the ad spend and refer you out to more of their internet startup friends. I think it'd be a great inroad to a lot of clients for you. So super excited to do that. And
sounds awesome.
Yeah, without further ado, let's get into your video script.
Okay, yeah. So obviously my customer avatar is someone who wants to grow their business, wants to make money, to scale it, motivated for that. Probably about 80% people, looking for the information, how to do it themselves. Maybe 20% or even less, 10%, maybe even 5% wanted them, me to do it for them. And yeah, so I'm just my script. Obviously, I'll be reading from a script here, but when I'm present it, I'll actually just say it. So it may sound a little bit different live, but this is the general gist of it. So without further ado, I'll get started. I'm ready when you are.
All right. And from what you just said, I would say I fall into that ideal candidate area if I was actively looking for YouTube ad advertising right now. So yeah. All right. Let's go.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. What up? My name is Mike Piet, and I want to share with you about this exact book I just finished creating, YouTube Ads Profit Playbook, giving you everything you need to know for you to quickly and easily scale your business to make at least an extra $10,000 a month, just like I did at first, to $30,000 a month and beyond, by tapping into the future of marketing, using the traffic source of, well, I'll let you guess. Do you know what traffic source I'm talking about? I'll give you one hint. It's right in front of you. Yeah, you may have guessed it, YouTube, using real video ad messages just like this one to profitably sell your products and service to quickly scale your business. And even if you're terrible at communicating through video, just like I was, and actually I still am to some degree, and even if you have little money to advertise, just like I did as well, and needed to make the quick and direct return on investment, or else I just couldn't keep paying for the ads. And even if you've tried YouTube ads in the past and failed, just like I did many times over, none of that matters. Because over time, I figured out and refined a very specific system to use YouTube ads profitably with very little money needed to start to make it work. I'm talking $20 to $40, and that anyone can use and set up and make happen. That's all documented in this book. And if you don't use these critical steps in this system correctly, it just won't work out, just wasting a lot of money and time, leaving you thinking YouTube ads just don't work, causing you to miss out on a ton of profitable business growth. But in fact, and in reality, they do work when done right. There's nothing better to communicate so effectively like video. Combining that with using YouTube's massive growing user base and capitalizing on their super cheap views, we're talking pennies here, along with using their newest laser-like targeting methods to show up directly in front of your ideal potential customers, where you can generate highly qualified leads that turn into high-paying sales, consistently generating a huge ROI, making YouTube ads a very, very powerful tool to grow your business profitably. And not to mention, you can get it going profitably very quickly. I'm talking 30 days or less. Again, when you know how to do it right and have a step-by-step guide showing you everything you need to know and do, saving you years of figuring it all out on your own. I've used the same YouTube advertising system meticulously laid out in this book to scale my own businesses profitably and other people's businesses profitably. And now you can use the same YouTube advertising system in this book as well to scale your business profitably, to quickly generate the income you want per month. And avoid always living paycheck to paycheck, working a job you absolutely hate, not being able to afford the basics and beyond the basics, and be able to live the lifestyle you want, buy the things you want for yourself, for your family, for others, do more of what you want, when you want, and make a huge positive impact on the world. This is all possible by getting your YouTube ads in place correctly. But you must know that while YouTube ads, it may seem simple, which, I mean, from one perspective, it is the right targeting methods, making an ad that converts, creating the correct high converting funnel. But what we see from that is just a fraction of what actually goes on to get the YouTube ads profitable. You can think of it like an iceberg, where you can just see the tip of the iceberg, but all underneath, the majority of it is what makes the tip possible. And even most YouTube ads that we see, in reality, they're actually not profitable, and most companies are even okay with that. But for us, that's unacceptable, because we need to make that direct ROI and scale and keep paying for the ads. So there's a lot more to it than meets the eye that we need to know and do to make the YouTube ads actually profitable at scale. For example, planning it all out for alignment and success before you even begin, knowing what targeting methods work and which ones don't, all the different settings, combinations, knowing the deeper desires and fears of your customer, and clearly, simply, and influentially communicating to build trust and motivation for potential customers to happily pay high dollars for your products and services. And highly converted funnels with all the influence factors to convert profitably, how to correctly refine the campaigns, track what is working, what isn't, etc. All has to be working correctly together to produce the end result, profitability. Just like a car, you need all the parts working together. For example, if the engine's not working, well, the car can't power the tires to drive. If one of the tires is flat, well, it's not going to drive that well. If the steering wheel, if that's not working, well, you're just going to drive straight into a tree and crash. If a single electric spark plug isn't working, the engine won't even start, etc. So all has to be working together, all the parts. The thing is, it took me years and a lot of money. I'm talking over $54,000 to figure it all out, and all of it to work together correctly to make the YouTube campaigns profitable. So that's why I had to put it all the lessons, all the critical steps into this system within this book, since there's so many critical pieces needed. And if even one's left out or one's not set up right, it just won't work out, and it can be overwhelming. So that, again, that's why I have to document it all to use to make the process of setting up YouTube ads to be actually profitable, predictable, and making the whole thing just much quicker and easier to do that you won't find anywhere else. Trust me, I looked, and I wouldn't have had to create this and document this all if it was already created. So let me ask you a question. How much would you pay for a proven advertising system in this book like this? $1,000? $100? $10? Well, what about free? And then you just cover the shipping fee to get it to you, which is only $8, $7.95 to be exact. How does that sound? Well, that's exactly what I'm doing for the launch of this book, because I've already been teaching business systems for years. I really love to teach and share. And I realized that one of the key challenges and solutions needed for businesses is a predictable system for a stream of affordable and profitable leads and clients for the business to grow. So that's why I wanted to offer this solution as well to other business owners, so they don't have to go through the same painful years of figuring it all out on their own. And I want to make it easiest for them to get started using it. And I mean, also, I already had to document and explain everything about using YouTube ads profitably so I can use it for my own businesses profitably. And so I can use it on my clients' businesses profitably as well, where I do the YouTube advertising for them, and for my staff to use it directly as well. So I don't always have to be the one doing it for my own and clients' businesses. And now for other business owners, just like yourself, to use and scale your business profitably as well. And even if you don't like to read, you can actually get the audio recorded version of the book to download instantly as an option when ordering the book, and still learn and use it all without ever reading the actual book. And you can just use the book as a reference as needed, really whatever works best for you. And then once you get results from the book, like I mentioned, I do have other business training systems if interested, but that's 100% optional and up to you. So right now, you can get your own copy of this book for free while just covering the shipping fee by clicking the link below or going directly to tubeadprofits.com. That's tubeadsprofitplaybook.com, and filling out your information, and instantly get this book printed and shipped to your front door to put to use simply, easily, and immediately to grow your business to the heights you truly know deep down that it's possible to make the income you want each month and live the lifestyle you want. And I'll even give you my personal guarantee that if you apply all the critical elements in this book and it doesn't make you at least $10,000, just let me know at any time and I'll refund the shipping costs back to you, and you can even still keep the book. That's how confident I am this will change your life and scale your business profitably. The thing is, you need to get started now, because big companies and others, they still haven't jumped all in yet and figured it all out. So the playing field is still even, so to speak. And it will only get more competitive and therefore harder and more expensive the longer you wait to get started. So again, the time to get started is right now, and while I'm still giving this away for free. So I can't wait to share with you this proven profitable YouTube ads system to scale your business, and you join the new revolution of YouTube ads. Just think about it. In the past, big companies only had the money and power to advertise with video on TVs. And now the power has shifted into our hands, where we can make videos literally with our cell phones or like on a $30 web camera like I am right now, and communicate a powerful message that we can instantly share to the world for an extremely cost-effective rate and make a lot of profit doing it. We just have to know all the proven elements to making this work, or else it just won't work out, which again is what this book gives us. There's never been a time like this in history like it is right now. The tides are changing, so to speak. This is your time, your opportunity to seize. And I'm super, super honored and happy and blessed that I can help you make that happen. So go ahead, order your copy now to get this all into your hands right away.
That it?
That's it, yeah. And then maybe there'd be an extended version like showing like my ads and other business examples I've done and stuff. But that's kind of like the extended version.
Really good script, Mike. There was definitely way more things in it I liked. I was really hard pressed to find things I didn't like. It was really compelling.
Good. I mean, yeah, I've rewritten it about
notes as you were going, and maybe you want to take notes on my notes right now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's good recorded too, but yeah, I'll take notes.
Okay. Yep. So I think when I'm talking, the camera switches to me, and you could pull your screen up anyway and take notes. So,
well, I mean, I don't think anyone needs to even see it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Unless you want me to.
We're doing camera anyway.
Okay, I'll just share my screen.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
Ready.
The 10,000 a month got my attention, and then when you said 30,000 a month, for whatever reason, that really got my attention. It's like, damn, he did 10, and then how the hell did he do 30? When you said you couldn't keep paying for ads that weren't working, that got my attention, because I'm kind of going through that, right?
Yep.
That YouTube failed in the past, and that there might be reasons for that, and that it's because I wasn't using a profitable system. That really connected with me, and that you may not be using the right steps to make it work. When you mentioned the newest laser targeting methods, I was like really curious, like, what are those? And you didn't tell me, and that's fine. That's totally fine. The part where you said YouTube ads seem simple, but they're not, that really like connected with me, because it seems like you can just throw a video up, but there's clearly more to it because my ads weren't performing, so there must be more to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you said that companies are actually running YouTube ads that are not profitable, when you said that, I thought of all the in streaming ads I see constantly, and it like made this quick visual in my head, like, shit, man, those are probably not profitable ads, and these people are just throwing money at them. He's right. He's right. And then when you said there's a lot more to it, that part like really, really connected with me. Your car example I thought was really good. That made a lot of sense. I thought your offer was ridiculously good, but I kept asking myself why. Why would he give me this book away for free? And you were saying things that you wanna help people out, and you just enjoy doing it. And you said that, but I totally didn't believe you. I'm like, there has to be something in it for this guy. He's not just out of the goodness of his heart going to print this book and give it away to me. There's got to be a catch. And I didn't believe that the catch was just, there's no catch, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought maybe if you said, look, I made this book. I want to show you guys how to do it. Now, it's going to help a lot of you. And I know there's going to be some of you that are going to read the book and just not have the time to do it. And my hope is that a few of you, I would earn your business as clients. If you'd have said something like that, I'd have been like, oh, okay, he's looking for clients and he wrote this book. He's going to show me how to do it. You know, I don't need Mike to do it, but I'm going to get the book and learn how to do it on my own. If you'd attacked it from that angle, I would have believed you more on the offer. So maybe that might be something to just kind of really, really give him a real believable reason why he would be doing this.
Okay.
And then you mentioned it already. The one thing I noticed, if you would have given, and it could have been quick ones, like more concrete examples, maybe some stuff from Vince is, here's a client I helped get blah, blah, blah leads and make some money. And that could just be literally 10 seconds. If you'd have just given one example, maybe more toward the beginning, it would have just like made it more real, like seeing an example.
Okay. Yep.
You don't have to dwell on it. It could be really fast, you know? And then when you talked about this is a good time in history, I think you could elaborate on that and say, you know, I remember back in 2002 where I could buy the keyword SEO for 5 cents a click, and that same keyword today to show people that there was a time in history when Google ads were cheap and now they're not. And that's going to happen to YouTube. It's going to happen when big brands finally figure it out and start pouring their ad money in. These ad rates are not going to stay cheap.
I like it. That's
Yeah. No, I think that it's a really good script you wrote.
Okay.
Do you have a system? It's probably in the book. Do you have a system for writing these scripts?
I do. Yeah, it's in the book.
Okay.
Yep.
It's in the book?
Yes.
All right, cool. Well, when I get the book, I'm going to look through that because it sounds like it's better than the 12-step David Fry method I was trying to use.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a little more
involved.
Yeah. I want to go to the why part. Let's see. Okay, new opportunity, proof. Why do I need to use this book? So I did have that part, like, yeah, my own, like, and once you get results in this book, like I mentioned, I have other business training systems if you're interested, but that's 100% optional and up to you. So
right.
Maybe move this part like forward somehow, or add more about like clients.
Let's see it. You say, geez, I got to move my screen. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah. It's kind
so
of.
So you say, and once you get results from this book, I have other. Why did I miss that when you said that? You did say it. I remember you saying it. Why is that not connecting with me? It should be, right?
No, I mean, that's the thing. Just because I say it, and yeah, if you don't hear, it's not about what I say, it's about what you hear and experience. So maybe I said it too fast. Maybe I should add part like something like, so, and once you're done this book, like I mentioned, I have other business training systems. I mean, that could be very vague too if you're interested. Also, maybe like also some people may want, or some business owners may want me to do it all for them.
As a client.
As in client. That's 100% optional and up to you.
Yeah, it's starting to get there because now I'd feel like, okay, some of the people he will get as clients. Let me think about this from the Facebook perspective, just to take a different cut at it. Or let's say LinkedIn, right? Maybe I want to do LinkedIn.
Uh-huh.
Thinking about it, and I'm Googling around for how to grow my LinkedIn presence, and then some guy, I see a video on YouTube, and he's talking about LinkedIn. And since I was just looking for LinkedIn, that would like really connect hard with me, right? Because I was just looking for that. And he's got a book, and it's free. And the reason he's giving the book away is because some of the people he will pick up as clients once they know how to do his system. That would like make perfect sense. And my thought of going in is, I probably won't be a client of yours, but I definitely want to know your system.
Right.
And that would be the intent of getting it. But as I read through the book and realized how much is involved with it, I probably would become a client, right?
Right. Okay, so I'll just, yeah, say something about the clients, and then, yeah, because I wonder if I should, because yeah, I've been teaching business, realized, yeah, I really love to teach and share, but I wonder like maybe I should start with this and address that first. So let me.
Yeah, I might even remove the liking to teach and share.
Because what, so my theory is, yeah, like, so if you have an objection or thought like that, then you probably won't hear like everything. So maybe if I set that part up front. So it starts with here. So yeah, put this book. So what I'm doing. So then maybe, yeah, once you get results from this book, I could mention other business training systems. Oh, and then maybe I'd integrate it like.
If you said business training courses rather than systems, to me that when you say course, that's like,
True.
To me, like that connects. That's something I pay for. Okay, I get it. He's going to give me this free book. When you say you have other courses, it almost sounds like maybe this is going to be a bait and switch. Like the book doesn't have a lot of thing and it's a setup for a course. So that one like makes me feel like maybe that's not 100% truthful.
Right. I mean, I have other business system trainings like on hiring and like sales and fulfillment.
Yeah, if you got specific with those, that would make me feel like, okay, he's got other courses he can sell me, and that's probably why he's doing this. But
system,
it doesn't make sense why you would give me that for free.
On sales, fulfillment, hiring, etc. Would that make it more?
You've got it on SEO, right? You've got stuff on SEO?
Yes.
SEO seems like a real close cousin.
Okay.
Sales and fulfillment and hiring, to me, it feels like there's no connection at all to those. I know they are because they're businesses, but
Okay, SEO.
Yep.
But I want to keep it like this one is the one for you. Like you don't even, I guess like your lead generation problems will be solved with this one too.
Yeah.
Not sure I want to say SEO. So we'll see.
Why wouldn't you say SEO?
Because basically like I think when the customer's like in heat, like buying, like they want that one thing that's going to solve their problem of lead generation. Like, I don't think they'd be thinking like, I need multiple sources, or they're like more like this is going to solve it all. Like,
Oh yeah. If I'm go back to my LinkedIn example, if he said I have other courses on Facebook ads and YouTube, I would think,
yeah, I'd say, well, why don't I use those? Not
guy, he's got other courses. He'll probably want me to buy down the road. Yeah. Okay.
copy this just in case. I always copy and save all my other previous versions just in case. This one is, yeah, pretty generic. The first one was, yeah, just generic about that. Then we can say another version is, yeah, more specific on what also as a client. And then maybe a third version, if I can somehow integrate this up front, because if you're thinking that from the start, maybe you won't hear any of this because, you know.
Yeah, it's totally right. It's totally right.
Okay.
Like as soon as the minute you say it's free, it's like, shit, you're giving me this free and I want to pay for shipping. This is exactly what happened in my head. Wow, you're gonna give it to me for free. Hell yeah, I just pay for shipping. I was like, hell yeah. And then like the very next thing is like, why is he doing this? Why would he give me a book for free and only charge me for shipping? There's gotta be a catch. You have to answer that. What is the catch?
Right.
What's in it for Mike? Why would he be doing this? And if you can answer that really strong, I think everybody would take you up on this. And it could be as honest as, look, I'm looking for new clients to do this. I know not all of you are going to take me up as a client, but I know some of you will. If you were that honest about it, it'd be like, okay, he's going to show me his system, thinking I'll become a client. I may or may not, but I want to learn his system and give it a try anyways on my own.
Now, if I say something about clients, though, would you think like you may not give it to me all, or no?
What do you mean?
Like, well, never mind if you didn't think that. I was just thinking like that you may not give me all the pieces because I want, you know.
No, quite the opposite. I would think that, and you may want to address that. Like, I know some of you just won't have the time to implement all this, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's true. You want the results, but don't have the time to do it. I want to show you all the steps.
Right.
Read it quickly and then decide for yourself. And then just be clear that, you know, only a few people will become clients, that you're not looking for everyone to become a client. And of course, I'm the one listening to this thinking, yeah, I'm not going to become a client. It's probably too expensive.
Right.
But you know how those things go.
Right. Yep. Okay. Yeah. I think I'll reword this and then, yeah, I'll reword it. I think move something up front and yeah, probably just restructure this whole thing, but we don't have to do that now on the call.
No, but honestly, out of, and then the stuff with the examples, that's kind of a nice to have. I don't think it would make or break the success of the video, but I think the stuff we're talking here is probably like the highest leverage point that if you really address that really solid would influence the conversions.
Okay. That's good to know. Yeah. I had a version like, yeah, like sharing like all the, like the ads I did in videos and how much I made, and then Vince and how much he made. But then it's like, it got into like, it just seemed too long. It was like,
yeah, and that's going to be the trick, is how do you do it in a way where you're not like braggy and it's just kind of quick, and maybe you don't even need to put it in. Maybe you just keep it the way it is and just really answer that question really solidly. Why is he giving this book away?
right.
Probably enough.
Right. That's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to work on that then. I don't know how I'm going to have to, yeah, this thing came out a little bit long about how, but there's definitely key pieces in there. Yeah. What's in it for me? And like, I don't know. Do you like this part? Like I already had to document and explain it all, like, so I can use it for my own businesses and stuff.
Yeah. The part where you said, and I didn't write this down, but I do remember the part where you said, I was looking for a system like this and just couldn't find it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that kind of connected.
Okay.
When you said you put the system together anyway, that's not a really good reason why you would be giving me away the book.
True.
In fact, you could probably just throw that out.
Okay.
But the part where, yeah, you couldn't find a system, so you had to make one. That's
right. Makes sense.
Yeah, I think if you came at it from the thing of, I'm going to show you everything in the system, and I know some of you just won't have the time to do it, and I'm hoping I could pick you up as a client. If it came at it from that angle, that really honestly answers the question, I would trust you and let you send me the book for free.
I like it. And another thing too, I guess why this, like I said, like teaching business systems for years, because I definitely want to sell the upsells. And
yeah, and I just mentioned you have other courses and systems that you'd
okay,
like them to take a look at down the road. Yeah.
Okay.
And that it implies he's got other things to sell me. When you do say that, though, I feel like this book might be a little bit of a setup for a bait and switch. Like the book's going to not really tell me what I need, and then you're going to need to sell. I'm going to have to buy a $200 course, and maybe you want to directly address that.
Right.
You know, because that's another thing I would be thinking, oh, he's going to give me this free book and it's just not really going to tell me anything. And there's going to be a pitch for a $5,000 course at the end. It's going to trick me.
Yeah. I had for the longer version, I talked about like how, yes, this system generated me all the leads I needed, but then I was overwhelmed with all the leads and had to close them more effectively. And others do it. So I had to build a sales system. And then once I got too many clients, I got overwhelmed. So I had to build a fulfillment system. And then once I had all that, I just needed to know like how to systematize and then scale it. So like had a course on systems. But that part got taken out just because we thought it was too long and trying to sell too many things at once.
I agree. I think how you had it is fine. It just really kind of comes back to why you're doing this.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the main deal.
Should I say something about like, because why I'm doing this is, yeah, to sell the other systems too. But then when I say that, then like this, because I feel like, yeah, like I was mentioned, like when they're buying, like they think that that's going to solve all their problems. Like when I bought this chair for like $300, I had back pain and was like, this is going to solve all my problems, you know, because I had a crappy chair. And then of course I bought it. It's still good. But then I'm like, okay, I still need to stretch, work out, have good posture, etc. But like, if it would have said like, this chair is good, but you also still need to like stretch and work out and eat healthy and, you know, so.
Oh, you mean that the book would not solve all your problems?
No, it doesn't. But I guess in the heat of the moment is like, I guess you're trying to not necessarily say that it does solve all your problems, but definitely not like allude to all other problems. Like, okay, this is going to get you all this money and customers, but now you're going to have customers and clients. You're going to have to deal with that, you know, like,
oh, right.
That's the upsell. So I guess
what you're saying, this book and system's great,
mm-hmm.
going to be so much work, you're going to have to hire me to do it.
Yeah, that, or a sales system, a fulfillment system, a hiring system. So like,
Oh yeah, that might overwhelm people. Yeah.
right.
I think if you, and for me, it would just go back to if you just mentioned other systems like SEO. Okay, that's similar. I get it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll rework it and then I'll send it to you too.
Okay.
Because yeah, ideally, I mean, I want to present the whole thing and then like, yeah, someone would be like, I definitely want to buy it, like without any like questions or concerns. So it's a lot of good feedback. I mean, before, I mean, you used to write tons of feedback, on tons of stuff, So now it's a lot less, which is good. But yeah, still that one big thing. Yeah, I think I'll rewrite this and then I'll let you know. So everyone watching, so you just know the process. I was just in it. Yeah, getting feedback because number one, it's actually somewhat hard because to give feedback because you're like, well, it doesn't matter. Well, I'm a marketer. I know what I'm saying and it makes sense to the person that's watching and they don't know what they're talking about, whatever. But it's like, it's not about what you say. It's about what the other person, experiences and how they react. And if that person reacts, and it's better to get multiple feedback, and then you can see the trends too. But if one person's thinking that, then most likely other people will be thinking that exact same thing. And even though you think like, oh, I'm so clear, I said, that this one thing, like I mentioned, I have other business trainings, but like, that's not what Bryan heard in this case. So what you say, it can be a lot different than, what the other person hears. So yeah, feedback's key.
Yeah, isn't that funny? You said that, and I just didn't. It wasn't good enough. I just didn't believe it.
Right.
It was a reason, but I didn't think the reason was believable.
Right. Yep. Exactly.
Awesome,
So
man.
Thank you. Yep. Appreciate it. And then yeah, I can't wait to get this out.
I want to see the video now, and I definitely wanted to get the printed copy of the book.
Yeah. And then the sales page, I think, is going to show more proof too. So
yeah, I think after watching that video, I would just go sign up. I wouldn't even really look at the page. Really, there's not much to sell. It's really a free book, The shipping, that's all legit. Of course, you can't pay for the shipping. Like I would have to pay for that. It seems a little marked up, but I don't care. It's kind of weird how that works. Maybe Vince is right. There's more resistance to buying a $9 ebook than a free physical book with paying for shipping. Maybe there's, I don't know, reciprocation going on there, but
something going on for sure. And then, because also I'm thinking like there's two situations like in the landing page. Some people will probably click the ad within the first, or the link in the ad, like in the first like 10 seconds or 30 seconds. They won't even hear the message. They're just like, oh, this guy's saying, grow my business or sounds good, whatever, clicks it. So then they'll need more reinforcement on the landing page. Then some people will watch the ad all the way through and then they can just click it and sign up right away. So I'm kind of going to build that landing page for both. Like the form's obviously going to be right on top, just like Vince said, and sign up. But if people need more information or just like a recap or just like a clarification, it's all written down, So
cool.
That's the plan. Yeah.
We're going to see how it pans out, man.
Yep. So you want any feedback on your ad? Or
I think we should do that next time. We're running tight on time here.
Okay.
But yeah, next time I'll
give you one instant thing you can do, not your ad, but I would probably limit your impressions. I've literally seen your ad like 40 times.
Have you?
Yeah, like no joke. It's
okay.
Hitting me every time I go, which I don't know if you, I mean, just so you're aware, I don't know. I hit
the general consensus, Mike, is I've shut the ads off and next week we'll look at them.
Okay.
General consensus is this. Since we've turned the ads on, I've spent $300 on ads, right?
Yep.
Okay. It's really hard to tell if they've produced anything. And I get it. I can optimize them and keep banging on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I could have bought $300 worth of links from you, and what the hell would that have done to my blog? And my blog's by far, by every metric, bringing in the lion's share of the traffic. So I've just shut the ads off for now. I want you to take a look at them. but
So
I feel like
can't
that,
wait till you get this, because then you can checklist and see what all needs to be in the ad.
yeah, I'm sure there's things I could be doing better with it. But yeah, let's get into that next week. I think it's a good spot to go.
Sounds good. Well, that's about that time. We can end it there. Hope
Yeah.
everyone got a lot of value from seeing how the process is created with the ads. And yeah, scripting out what you actually want to say and getting feedback. Those are two key points.
All right. Sounds good, Mike. We'll talk next week.
Sweet. Thanks again, Bryan. See you guys later.
Bye-bye.